More questions about the conversations between Job and his friends are in my immediate future, as it is time once again to answer another set of 10 questions from Carl Shoup's book, Test Your Bible Knowledge. This next set of multiple choice questions should be about the discourse between Job and his friends and what they think has caused Job's suffering. Job will also get a chance to respond, and I think he will even get a chance to have a conversation with God. Now, just like with every quiz, there are 4 answer choices per question, and each question includes a reference from the Bible. Okay, I'm ready to test my Bible knowledge, and I'll start with question number 531. After Job's answer to Eliphaz, Bildad A. showed Job some sympathy, B. argued with his theology, C. depicted vividly the fate of the wicked, or D. urged prayer to uncover the cause of Job's misfortune. I'm going to eliminate D. I don't think it was urged prayer to uncover the cause of Job's misfortune, and I'm leaning towards C. depicted vividly the fate of the wicked. Let's see. B. argued with his theology. I don't think that is the correct answer here. And A. showed Job some sympathy. I'm pretty sure that is not the answer at all. So I'm going to toss out A, and I'm going to get rid of D. So it'll be between B and C. And I'm going to go with answer choice C, depicted vividly the fate of the wicked, for 531. 532. It's a quote, and it says, I am escaped with the skin of my teeth, said A. Bildad, B. Eliphaz, C. Job, or D. Zophar. And I remember in the last quiz, I thought that all of the quotes were attributed to Job. So this time I'm going to try to be a little bit more cautious with my answers and not pick Job every time. But for 532, I want to pick Job again. I think that's the right answer for this question because it doesn't really seem to apply to any of the other ones. Those are his friends. And Job seems to be the only one that's suffering right now, so I'm going to go for C, and I'm going to say Job is responsible for this quote for 532. Choice C. 533. Zophar's second discourse paints the doom of the A. triumphant wicked, B. desolate poor, C. masochistic complainers, or D. manic adulterers. Okay, I'm going to get rid of D, manic adulterers. I don't think that came up in the book of Job. A is the one that I'm thinking is the correct answer, triumphant wicked. But let me see these other choices here. B, desolate poor. I don't think that's the correct answer for this one. And C, masochistic complainers. Wow, I don't think that's the answer here either. So for question number 533, I'm going to go for A and say triumphant wicked is the answer. 534, and it is the second quote in this set of 10, and it says, Mark me and be astonished, and lay your hand upon your mouth, said A. Bildad, B. Eliphaz, C. Job, or D. Zophar. And here again, I really want to say that it is Job that provided this quote because it doesn't really seem to fit the other 3, but I'm falling into that trap again and it did not work for me last time. I'm going to stick with it and just write down C as my answer, and I'll just say that Job was responsible for this quote also. So 534, I want to go with C. 535. Job's second reply to Zophar is concerned with the A. prosperity and well-being of the wicked, B. crushing burdens of the poor, C. bodily ailments of the aged, or D. sexual distractions of the young. And we can get rid of that one. I do not remember anything about that being in Job, so we're going to eliminate D. And C. bodily ailments of the aged. I'm going to toss that one out too. B. crushing burdens of the poor. That just doesn't seem to fit here. The only one we're left with is A. prosperity and well-being of the wicked. And I do remember that being discussed in the book of Job. So for 535, I'm feeling pretty confident that it is A for the right answer. And that's the one I'm going to go with, letter A. 536. the third discourse of Eliphaz. A. Urges Job to be of good cheer. B. Accuses Job of infinite iniquities. C. Assures Job of his sympathy. Or D. Reveals how appalled he is. Okay, I have no idea what the correct answer here is, so I'll have to start getting rid of some of these that just don't seem to make sense. Let's see, the third discourse of Eliphaz. A. Urges Job to be of good cheer. I don't think that's it. B. Accuses Job of infinite iniquities. I think that might be the right answer. C. Assures Job of his sympathy. I do not think that's the correct answer. D. Reveals how appalled he is. It could be, but I think that B. Accuses Job of infinite iniquities is a much better answer. So for 536, I'm picking B as my answer. 537. Job then complains that A. He cannot get in touch with God. B. God does not listen. C. God refutes all his arguments. Or D. God punishes him for daring to present his case. Okay, this is a pretty good question. I don't know what the correct answer is, but I do know that he does get a chance to at least speak with God. So let's see, what would be the correct answer here? What would be the best choice among these four? He cannot get in touch with God. That's choice A. I'm going to get rid of that one. B. God does not listen. I'm going to toss that one out also. C. God refutes his arguments. That might be the right answer here. D. God punishes him for daring to present his case. Wow, I don't think it's that. I'm going to go with C. God refutes all his arguments for 537. All right, 538. Bildad's third discourse differs from his first two in emphasizing the A. Unrighteousness of all men rather than of Job. B. Iniquities peculiar to Job rather than to mankind. C. Hopelessness rather than the injustice of Job's position. Or D. Inappropriateness rather than the ineffectiveness of Job's complaints. Another great question. It really makes you try to recall what happened in the book of Job, and I do not remember exactly what went down here, so let's see which ones of these choices are not the best choice. Let's see, it says Bildad's third discourse differs from his first two in emphasizing the first answer here, unrighteousness of all men rather than of Job. I don't think that's the correct answer. The next one is B, iniquities peculiar to Job rather than to mankind. I don't think that's it either. I'm not sure though. Let's see, C, hopelessness rather than the injustices of Job's position. It could be that, but I don't think that's it either. That leaves me with D, inappropriateness rather than the ineffectiveness of Job's complaints. And it could be that. It could be D. I don't really know which one of these choices is correct. I'm just going to have to pick one and go with it. And I think I'm going to go with answer choice A for my answer for 538. Although I don't feel very strongly about any of these, I'm really curious to see what the correct answer will be for this one. And I think that I'm going to go with A, unrighteousness of all men rather than of Job, for my answer. 539. Wisdom, Job realized, is A. Sympathy for the poor, B. Distrust of the rich, C. Fear of the Lord, or D. Horror of Satan. Finally, I get one that I think is really easy, and I'm very confident that the answer choice here is C. Fear of the Lord for 539. Okay, question number 540. Job was deeply concerned over the loss of respect, A. of God for him, B. of his fellow men for him, C. by him of his fellow men, or D. of Bildad for Eliphaz. And we can get rid of D immediately. That is definitely not the correct answer. I also think that A is incorrect, of God for him. So it'll be between B and C. Of his fellow men for him, by him of his fellow men. And I'm going to go with B, of his fellow men for him, as the correct answer for 540, letter B. Okay, that 10 is over and done with, and I am going to go to the back of the book and find out what the answers are to these questions. I'm going to go to 531. For that one, I put down C, and the correct answer is C. That's good news. And that one was the one after Job's answer to Eliphaz, Bildad, and I picked C, depicted vividly the fate of the wicked, and that was the correct answer. 532. The correct answer there is C also, and that's what I wrote down. And that one was the first quote. It said, "I am escaped with the skin of my teeth," and Job was the one that said that quote. Okay, 533. Correct answer there is A, and I marked A. And that question dealt with Zophar's second discourse, paints the doom of the correct answer A, triumphant wicked. 534. The correct answer there is C, and I put down C. And that was the second quote, the one that said, "Mark me and be astonished and lay your hand upon your mouth." And Job did say that. Okay, 535 is the next one. And the correct answer there is A. And that's what I put down, A. That one was the one, Job's second reply to Zophar is concerned with the answer choice A, prosperity and well-being of the wicked. 536. The correct answer for that one is B, and I wrote down B. That had to do with the third discourse of Eliphaz, and it was B, accuses Job of infinite iniquities. Okay, 537. The correct answer there is A, and I wrote down C. That one, Job then complains that, I put down C, God refutes all of his arguments, when in fact the correct answer is A, he cannot get in touch with God. Okay, 538. The correct answer for that one is A, and that's what I put down here is A. That one, Bildad's third discourse differs from his first two in emphasizing, correct answer, unrighteousness of all men rather than of Job. Next one is 539, and the correct answer on that one is C, and I put down C. That's not looking too bad so far. That was the one, wisdom Job realized is fear of the Lord, and that's the one that I put down, letter C. 540, the last one, correct answer for that one is B, and that's what I wrote down here, B. That question, Job was deeply concerned over the loss of respect. Correct answer, B, of his fellow men for him. Okay, out of that set of 10, I only missed one, so I was able to get 9 correct, so that's 90%. That is not too bad compared to the last quiz where I think I scored 40%, which was pathetic. So this is much better, and it will have a positive impact on my overall score. Okay, well, with the next quiz, we will wrap up the book of Job, and we'll learn about his final outcome and what really happens to him, and I believe his friends. And after that, it is on to the book of Psalms and hopefully higher quiz scores. We'll just have to find out.